Hello again. It's time to read If You Give a Moose a Muffin by Laura Numeroff. She wrote these words and illustrated by Felicia Bond. She drew this enormous moose. If you give a moose a muffin. What do we learn these mean? When illustrators use these lines, it usually means there's something good smelling. Moose is peeking over. Oh, let's follow that smell pathway. Right into someone's house. Look how tall that moose is compared to the trees. It's almost as big as this boy's house. If you give a moose a muffin, he'll want some jam to go with it. I would be surprised if a moose came in too. You'd see the footprints. The moose path. So you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. When he's finished eating the muffin, he'll want another. And another. And another. When they're all gone, he'll ask you to make more. It's quite a demanding moose. You'll have to go to the store to get some muffin mix. He'll want to go with you. It's a little coin purse to hold the money. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, he'll ask to borrow a sweater. Brr. When he puts the sweater on, he'll notice one of the buttons is loose. He'll ask for a needle and thread. Bump. He'll start sewing. The button will remind him of the puppets his grandmother used to make. Messy moose. So he'll ask for some old socks. He'll make sock puppets. When they're done, he'll want to put on a puppet show. Yep. Mouse and moose. He'll need some cardboard and some paints. Ooh, I think I know what they're going to make. Think they'll make a puppet theater? Then he'll ask you to make the scenery. The scenery is like the background. This is the scenery behind my apartment. Got woods, there's a little pond type swamp thing. So they're gonna make the background, the scenery for his puppet show. When the scenery is finished, look, they made dinosaurs, castles, plane, boats, alien spaceships, a bear. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. Remember how we did our puppet theater? The boy's sleeping. So he'll ask you for something to cover them up. You'll bring him a sheet from your bed. When he sees the sheet, he'll remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. He'll try it on and shout, "Boo!" It'll scare him so much he'll knock over all the paints. So he'll use the sheet to clean up the mess. Then he'll ask for some soap to wash it out. His hands are kind of full. He'll probably want to hang up the sheet to dry. Uh-oh, who might see? There shouldn't be a moose making a mess. He'll go outside to put it on the clothesline. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bushes. Seeing the blackberries will remind him of her jam. Look, the little kid said, "Ugh." He'll probably ask you for some. Looks like he's saying, "No, wait. And chances are if you give him the jam, he'll want a muffin to go with it. From the desk of Moose. And this is from Felicia Bond. When I illustrated this book, I had 3 cats named Otis, Pro, and Mickey. I wrote their names in the pages where Moose is painting. All right, I've got to go back and find that. Let's see if we can find the part where Moose is painting the scenery. Not in the mess. Okay, let's see. Do you see any letters in there? Maybe it's not in the painting. Let's see. If I go back, here's the Moose's painting. Felicia Bond is very tricky. I don't know how I'm supposed to find those names. Was Dusty one of them? Now I'm curious. Back. No, Otis, Pro, and Mickey. She's sneaky. I don't see them at all. And Laura Numeroff said, I have never seen a real live moose, but I'm hoping to someday. And now you can see some recipes for some corny corn muffins, some chocolate mud muffins, some songs like making muffins, doing the moose. Is that what doing the moose looks like, I guess? And you can make your own sock puppets. And if you give a moose a muffin, Moose makes sock puppets. Then he puts on a puppet show. You can be just like Moose and make sock puppets of your own. Here's how. First, get some old socks. Make sure to ask permission from your grown-up before turning a sock into a puppet. Next, get some markers. If you want to be fancy, you can get glue, buttons, extra fabric, and scissors too. Put your hand in your sock so that 4 of your fingers are in the toe part of the sock and your thumb is on the heel. When you move your hand, it will look like your sock puppet is opening its mouth. So the heel is like this part of your foot, and here's the other part of your foot, where your toe is. Now you can decorate your puppet. Give it eyes, a tongue, ears, a nose, anything you want. Once you have a whole bunch of sock puppets, you can put on a puppet show for your family and friends, just like Moose does. Here is a Moose word search. It says, can you find these words? It's a little tricky. Let's see. I'm going to try to find blackberry. So I'm going to look for a B because it starts with B, blackberry. All right. Well, I accidentally found the word puppet. P-U-P-P-E-T. I'll find some B's. Let's see. Well, if I go across like I'm reading. Oh, here's a B. Oh, that says boy. If I go down, it says blackberry. Word searches are a little tricky. It takes a lot of practice, but they're pretty fun when you learn how to do them. And last but not least, we're going to see what happens tomorrow if you take a mouse to school.